Good morning, Representative Diggs. Welcome to the State House. This is your first term in office. Tell us a little bit about those first few hours and obviously going up to the State House and getting sworn in.
Well, good morning to you, and thank you for having me, Paula. It's a blessing to be with you, and it's a blessing to be the state representative of the Second Barnstable District. It was amazing. A lot of things were going through my head. I had my son on my shoulder on the right side, and my mother on my other shoulder, and we're just looking at the ceiling and just absorbing everything, and knowing that. They were there with me in a different way and a different energy, but focused on knowing that I'm here to do some work here and help my constituents out to make sure that we get taken care of. And that's really that's my it's not about me, it's about we is was my slogan, and I truly mean that. And that's really how I'm going after it.
So, what are some of the insights that you are bringing to the table as we head into a new legislative session? There's a lot of work to do. We have a pandemic that we're still getting through. We're trying to get vaccinated, but there's climate change and there's other types of challenges facing our region as well as the town. So, what are you looking at as some of your priorities?
Like you said, the first thing is the pandemic and making sure that people are getting vaccinated, and that's been really so far coming in. It's been slow, and our Cape delegation of representatives aren't really happy with that because there's a lot of money that goes off Cape to Boston, but somehow we're the oldest demographics for the elderly, and somehow we haven't been taken care of like we're supposed to have. So, we're trying to make a lot more noise now, because this is unacceptable. Um, but to go back to what you were also saying is that we there is a lot of things to do. Um, and I'm kind of working myself into it, but I'm learning more about making sure that we our housing issue, our unemployment issues, and getting people back to work because you know pretty soon it's going to be summertime, and that's when we need our money to make sure that money's coming our way, and people are coming to Cape Cod. So our tourism situation, we got to make sure that's on point. So that's those are the things that I'm working on now.
Great. Let's talk a little bit about some of the challenges around unemployment. What are you hearing from constituents?
That is taking so long. Some people were able to get their payments taken care of right away, but some of them, you're hearing like they don't think they were working, but we're working so hard at making sure that they get their money because we know, and even dropping off food to people because there's a lot of people that are hungry, that need food, that we're doing whatever we have to do to try to make sure that everyone's taken care of. So the the toughest part about it is not being able to take care of them ASAP as quickly as they wanted to. So and I can't stand that. I have so much compassion for that I want to make sure that no rock is unturned.
Right. So when people find themselves in some of these situations of not getting their unemployment in a timely fashion, is that something that folks call your office for?
Yes, yes. To see if we can help. Some people know the. It's funny. Some people don't know it, and then the ones that do know it, they call and they, hey, well, why haven't we got our money? So it's tough, but like I said, I can understand. I mean, hey, they need theirs, and I expect them to call, and that's what I'm here for. So my aide Tom DiMario is really incredible. He's working really hard at this. So we're trying to help all the people that do call. We're trying to do something.
Right. And then let's talk a little bit about some of the challenges that the region is facing. So, we know that we have climate change challenge here in the region. We
Yeah.
seem to be ground zero. We also know that we have a wastewater challenge, especially here in the town of Barnstable.
Yeah.
How do those challenges fit into some of the work at the State House?
Um, well, I mean, I had quite a few meetings with Rob Steen and oh, cheapest Griffin, up at DPW in Hyannis, and finding out what's going on so that we can, um, so I can be ready for whatever they need to do and with the sewers. And the nitric, we got to get rid of this nitric. I mean, all the stuff that's going on in the water, and we got to take care of. So um, I'm on it. I'm definitely, and now with Biden coming in, now we've gotten the Vineyard Wind project is starting to go a little bit faster now. So we're starting to get that. So hopefully we can generate some jobs there, because we want to make jobs yearly, full time, not seasonal. We want to make jobs sustainable, that people can buy houses and really afford the houses that are here, instead of getting this little rinky dink paycheck and not being able to afford anything on the Cape, because that's what I mean. That's what we're here for. We're Cape Codders, and we're proud to be Cape Codders, but we need to be able to pay for, take care of ourselves, instead of asking for handouts. No, we don't have a problem working. We just want to make sure that there's jobs here so that we can work and we can get paid a fair salary.
And then talk a little bit. You were an advisor to the Youth Commission. Barnstable, as a town, has several involved young high school students. Talk a little bit about what the youth bring to you as a professional and now as a legislative person. What does that experience with the youth and how can they get involved to maybe solve some of these problems in the future?
They're doing it. I mean, something. I leave my pride at the back, and outside, and they come in and I listen to them because they have some unbelievable ideas. And you know, children are our future. But even though I say they're our future, sometimes a lot of these kids are right now. They're thinking of right now, what can we do? And if they're working on the with the police department on with the drugs and the different hiding spots that you can have in the houses, and they're working on the One Love program that's just been incredible. So our youth are just really working and wanting to be part of the solution. They want to fix things. So I'm just working with Patty and the children and just watching what they do, because they are just, they're on fire, and I'm blessed to be with them.
When you first got to the State House to be sworn in, what was one of those first impressions that you had? Had you been there before?
That was my second time being in there. So I mean, like I said, it was just the craftsmanship that was there, that building has, and how much marble and how much granite and how much, just it was just so wow type of a thing, that I was like, but even though I was wowing, I'm also saying, okay, now I'm here, my that athletic spot came in and say, okay, I'm here. Now it's time to go to work. And just was focused, and okay, I got to do things. I mean, I keep thinking of, I'm here for a reason. Working for the town, I've always been a kind of gotten paid by the taxpayer. So I got to make sure that I had to do what I was supposed to do working for the town. Well, now, I'm working as a construction inspector. I was taking care of everything in that area. Well, why don't I just go up another step and help out more people? And I'm still have the same, basically, my boss, you're my boss, everyone's my boss. So I'm making sure that they know that their person is working hard for them and doing what he's supposed to do. So that's really how my mind really started to change. Like, okay, I'm here now, let's go ahead and go to work.
And you talked a little bit about your discipline as somebody who's been in athletics for many, many years. We followed you. I don't want to say how many years ago, Kip.
That's
Um,
all right. That's all right. I'm not that old
it's
yet.
it's coming up in about 30 years,
Yes,
actually.
yes.
But tell us a little bit about some of that discipline and how you'll take that discipline and use it at the state house for your constituents.
Well, I mean, right now, I mean, we're in a pandemic, and that's when everything's haywire right now. And even though it's haywire, I'm focusing on certain things so that our ground it will be solid. I mean, we want to be able to grow. So if we have the foundations to secure, well, like my boxing, I didn't know how to box. I started boxing at 22 and I became a world champion. So we have to start small for a second and make sure our foundation is strong. And I think what we're doing, we're in a we're on a peninsula. We're around water, so we need to take care of what's around us. And if we take care of that and we start finding we have jobs right here that can go ahead and help us and help everybody. You know what I mean? But everyone's not into certain construction or whatever. There's a lot of nurses that are here. Cape Cod Healthcare is our biggest employer on the Cape. We need to make sure they're taken care of. So we just need to take care of everything, so that everyone's taken care of and feels like they're loved, because that's what it's all about. Is about love.
Is there anything that you want to tell the residents of Barnstable and your constituents, obviously for the next upcoming legislative season? The two seasons actually overlapped this year, where
Sure.
they had to extend one into the new one. What message do you have for residents as we come into this next season?
I'm working really hard. I'm working with my delegates on here on Cape, because this is this is all I care about is this area. And for Barnstable, I'll be in Osterville on Tuesdays at the library from 10 to 2 if anyone wants to come and visit, or talk or whatever it's on their mind. I'm there from 10 to 2 at the Osterville Library. I haven't gotten a spot yet in Yarmouth, but I'm getting ready to. I'm hoping that I'll be the Senior Citizen Center, but that's still kind of closed because of the pandemic. But the Osterville Library is open, so I'm taking advantage of it. And I think that's important, so that everyone knows that I'm around and that they can call or they can email me. My email address is kip.diggs@mahouse.gov, and feel free to talk to me. My phone number also is 617-722 2800, extension 7801. So I want people to know that I'm available. I'm available for them, and that's what my job is, to make sure that they're being, we're taken care of. We giving food out on Tuesdays at the Hyannis Transportation Center. So anyone, I mean, even if you have food or if you have money for food, I mean, listen, instead of putting money on food, come get this free food so that you can put your money somewhere else that is maybe is needed. So, we're here to help whatever way we can. And, you know, um, it's about, again, showing love and being supportive for our fellow neighbor, our fellow district, our elders, whatever it takes. We just have to make sure that everyone knows that it's not about me, it's about we. It's all about us.
So just to make sure that folks will understand, is that you're at the Osterville Library on Tuesdays from what was that time again?
10 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon,
Okay, and that's every Tuesday?
every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, and the meal pickups are Saturdays at the
Saturday at the
Hyannis Transportation Center?
Yep, from I think that's 10 to 1. 10 to 1.
Right.
So feel free to come on down. I mean, we've got so many volunteers helping out, sending out box of food, bread, desserts, whatever it takes. So I mean, our community has to work together and know that it's tough right now, but hopefully, you know, we're on the downhill now, so that we can start getting better and really so that come summertime, we can get back to, doing everything that we want to do.
And after this snowstorm, all I want is warm weather.
I'm with you. I want to get on the golf course one day, once in a while, but it's kind of cold.
A little bit cold today.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Representative Diggs. We're looking forward to speaking with you once a month.
I look forward to it. Just like I said, if you need anybody, feel free to call. I'm here, and I'm working for everyone. So thank you for having me.